Welcome to the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with the support you need to finish your book. Best part is, after you finish your book, they take care of the entire publishing and marketing process 100% for you. So, if you want to become a successful author, make sure to check out authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Marcey Rader with us. She's a productivity and health speaker, coach, and Amazon bestselling author. She helps individuals and business teams declutter their mind, body, and inbox one habit at a time. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Of course. So Marcey, the first question we ask on this show is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
At the age of 39, I was diagnosed with 3 autoimmune diseases, and I had been in menopause since the age of 36. And all of those things were triggered by living a very high intensity, high stress, high travel lifestyle. But now I really feel like that was a gift for me.
And then what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I think something people should know is that we are not all created equal, as in coaches. Anyone can call themselves a productivity coach. Almost anyone can call themselves a health coach. It's not really well regulated. I have a bachelor's and a master's in exercise science and nutrition. I have 6 certifications, but I'm called a health coach, just like someone who works at a drugstore and takes a 1-hour course.
And what is
do your research. Do your research on who you're hiring.
Yes, well, I couldn't agree with that more. And then what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Sure. Find a mastermind group and hire a coach. I have always been involved in some type of group, mastermind, people that I can be transparent with, that can give me feedback, that will be unbiased. And then also I've always had some type of coach in the last 5 years. Some were integral in building my business, and I've hired different ones depending on where I was in my business. My first one was just a very basic business coach helping me get started. I've had marketing coaches, mindset coaches, speaking coaches. It just depends on where I am with my business. But I will say that in the first couple of years, I paid my business coach before I paid myself, because I knew that it was an investment and not an expense.
Mm-hmm. And then if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Marcey, you will figure a way. I had a really stressful year of work, which I believe was the start of triggering those autoimmune diseases. And I probably would have been much better off taking a medical leave of absence for both my mental and physical health. I know I would have been able to. I know I would have been given physician approval to take short-term disability based on what was happening to me physically and mentally. But I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think we could live on 60% of my income, which is what I would have received for 3 months of short-term disability. But then later, when I quit my job, we lived for hardly anything for a year, and I was able to figure it out. So it's just, Marcey, you'll figure a way.
And then kind of going a little bit down a different path here. In your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
My key to happiness is that I have a very strong relationship with my husband, and that he is always first over my family and friends, but he is second to me. And that excellent health and good earth, sweet and spicy tea. That is the key to happiness as well.
And then what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from it?
The Power of Less by Leo Babauta. I read that maybe 12 years ago. Changed my life, led me down a path of decluttering, downsizing twice, and changing careers.
And then what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is a Chinese proverb: talk doesn't cook rice. I personally get bored with people who talk about someday, or they keep waiting for it to happen, whatever that is. And I like talk doesn't cook rice because it's saying just do it. Because you can talk about cooking rice all day, but it isn't going to feed you. You got to start boiling the water.
Yes, I love that. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on. The last one I have for you before we let you go is, where can our audience best find you online?
MarceyRader.com, MarceyRader, or WorkWellPlayMore.com.
Perfect. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.